Have you been looking for your dream home and you decided to wait because it's too hard to find in this market? If that's you, stay with us. I have a great news to share with you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And we always love to hear your comments. Hi, my name is Gohar Gregorian. I'm with Keller Williams, and I have a great pleasure to have here today Amy Meyer, Advisors Mortgage Branch Manager. Hi, Amy.
Hello, thank you for having me.
Thank you, and welcome back, Jim Reagan, our Renovation Loan Manager.
Thank you, Gohar. It's good to be with you again.
Sounds great. Thank you guys for being here. And I would like to just get started right where how we apply for a loan, like a regular loan, and then we can talk about how we add the renovation loan, the two-step easy process that we promised that we're gonna share in our previous episode. So let's get started, Amy. How we start our loan process?
The process is actually very simple. We actually talk to the client on the phone. We get their basic information, credit, income, employment. And upon that, we get documentation, W-2 forms, paychecks, bank statements. Very, very simplified process just to make sure that they can afford whatever house they are looking to purchase.
That sounds amazing. So after they submit all these documents, your team reviews and you issue the pre-approval.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. And then from that point on, what we need to do to
Sure.
get our renovation loan?
Well, we like to give our pre-approvals an advantage. In the case of a renovation loan, it's really important for somebody to know what's next. You know, if it's a home that needs something, we go with the pre-approval so we know what the credit, income, and asset issues are with our borrower. And then we're going to have a conversation with them. We have a team that supports Amy, a team of experts that do nothing but renovation loans. Pat Sharp, who Pat and I have worked together for more than 25 years, Pat and Amy work directly together with our home buyers, and we'll have a conversation about, here's what your pre-approval is. If you find a home that you're interested in that needs something like a roof or a paint job or a new kitchen, or even as other things like a full renovation or a new pool, almost anything you can think of, we're going to put it together for you with a renovation loan. The purchase plus the repairs equals the total investment. We're going to borrow against that number. So here's what happens. With Amy's pre-approval, we know how much someone can borrow. We're going to have a conversation with our borrower that is their loan amount. And the loan amount represents sales price plus repairs. As an example, if Amy qualifies somebody for, I don't know, $600,000, and you go out and show them properties they've been dreaming about, it's likely that you're going to be looking at properties for $700,000 and $800,000. They're not qualified. So if we have a conversation with them that they can go out and look for homes that are less expensive, that may not fit all of their dreams right now, then they can look at a home for $500,000 that needs an $80,000 kitchen and a $20,000 roof, and we can help them finance that entire purchase plus those renovations. So the important thing here is two things. One, same first step, pre-approval, and then that conversation about a plan for improvements.
Yes.
Okay? Our borrowers need to understand how it works, purchase price plus repairs, and that when they find that kind of home, to not be afraid.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to help them be prepared. We're going to help them with an advantage to their pre-approval.
So how they find out how much the repair is going to cost. So let's say we found a home that is $500,000.
Yep.
And it needs some repairs. How
Yep.
we find out the cost?
So there's actually two steps to that, Gohar. We're going to do an initial number, and that means that we're going to just get a budget together. Not necessarily the exact numbers of a contractor's bid, but we're going to get a budget together. Here's how much they can afford, number one, from the pre-approval. And number two, how much we think that's going to be for that particular house. And that can come from maybe they know a contractor that can go take a look, or we can have one of our consultants do what's called a project review, and they can visit the property and help someone with an initial number. So that's the initial budget that works with Amy's pre-approval. When someone gets a contract, when you're able to write a contract with the seller for them to purchase, the process starts.
Okay.
We're going to have a construction consultant visit the property, and he's going to do a very specific inspection, work with that home buyer on exactly what their plan is, and really nail down all those costs. Okay?
That sounds amazing. Let me ask you this, because I know our buyers are going to have the same question. So this can be done after their offer is accepted, right?
That inspection with a consultant, yes.
Yes, because in today's market, I'm sure the buyers are watching. They're gonna be like, "Oh,
Oh,
we're not gonna have time for
Can't
that,
hesitate.
right?"
Yeah.
So after we're under contract, then we can take this extra
Sure.
2 steps to get them
Sure.
find out to how much this renovation is gonna cost them.
So let me explain a little bit more about the
Yes.
preliminary budget, okay? So most of the time, a roof and a paint job, or even an updated kitchen. So often you can have a contractor give you some general numbers for that.
Yes.
You can even find some good information online from different sources, public sources, that tell you generally how much
About
it is
how
for a
much will it
kitchen,
cost, yes.
right? Or you know a kitchen guy, right?
Yes.
So you can have a general, that's that first budget. So it's kind of like we're getting in the ballpark,
Mhm.
but we're not going to be on the pitcher's mound until after the contract
Mhm.
with the consultant's detailed inspection. There's not going to be that much of a variance between the two to disturb the pre-approval. So that initial budget really is what you need to put a contract together.
So how long will this whole process take from start to finish? Is
Okay.
it gonna be longer closing time we need to ask from the seller, or we can still do our regular closing time as we
Sure.
do our closings?
You know, your question comes from one of the common misperceptions about renovation loans.
That's what I'm asking.
Like a lot of people think the FHA 203 takes 90 days to close. Well, it does not. It does not when you have the right recipe and the right team of experts involved, right?
Absolutely.
Our average closing time from application to closing is less than 45 days.
Wow.
So
That's
you normally
amazing.
ask for 45 days, right?
Yes.
So the answer is yes, we can close as is on time.
Wow. That sounds amazing.
Sure.
I think that's
Comes from a little bit of practice.
absolutely, because this type of mortgage, it's not easy to take from start to finish, and if you're not working with the right team who knows what they're doing,
That's
it can
absolutely
take
right.
It all comes down
forever.
to having the right team.
And
Yes.
I
Absolutely.
think that's what the consumer, like nowadays buyers, if they heard about renovation loan, they think about it's going to take long time, it's complicated.
Right.
That's why they might be not looking
Yeah.
into it, which is a great option to really consider in this market.
Yes. We've tried very hard over the years, 25 plus years, to turn around and look at our transactions and learn from those that work the best and those that come out with the right execution for our home buyers. And we model our business plan by those great transactions.
Stay with us. In our next episode, we are going to interview our construction consultant who will describe in detail how the whole process works. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. And we always want to hear comments, or if you have any questions, please comment below or click the link below, and we will see you on the other side. Thank you for staying with us.